right? Everybody knows how to defend a punch. There's many different ways, right? I learned all kinds of different ways, but I really only have faith in one, right? I only use one defense. Okay, maybe two. Sometimes I can move out of the way, but a lot of times, if he's punching down, you say he goes jab, jab, cross hook, jab, cross hook. So what I worked on is just do one defense. One simple defense works really good for me. This was taught to me, I had a lot of good trainers, Johnson and Fairtex, Akachai Fairtex, and these guys are the ones, this is what they taught me to use. So if he throws jab, cross hook, 1, 2, 3, right? If he throws another combination. So I'm just going, so I'm using this kind of like as a, think of it as like you're holding a rifle, right? And you're aiming. Close one eye, see, look right down the barrel. There. I see the punches that are coming at me. Right? If he goes uppercut, overhand. So good. So this lead hand is going straight to center mass, right? Whether it's this shoulder, if you throw a left hand, this shoulder, he throws right hand, it's just moving over here, right, to the right shoulder. So if I focus right here, every time he throws a punch, he's got to force his shoulder and his hip into it. So naturally, that lead hand is going to cover here. And then this, my rear hand is just going to gauge which side is coming. Drop the elbow on the uppercut. He throws overhand and over this hand. So this is what I'm going to use for my defense. This is my primary defense, universal defense. So any punch that he throws, it's going to cover. You're not going to block them all. Some are going to get through, but you're going to use that defense. The next thing is, every time somebody's punching at you, he's got to force all his weight on that lead leg. So when he comes in, he's punching, right? Every time he sets to throw a punch, a combination, I'm going to attack that lead leg. So all I'm doing is, you see some fighters are really good as they sit with their back to the rope, and he's trying to punch me, and I'm sit. Because you have to have that weight bearing on the lead leg, you can't punch with power. It's taken out from underneath you. So we go off that jab, cross, hook combination. So these things that you can practice, just accuracy. You're attacking that quad right there. Not necessarily the knee, but I'm just using this, the ball of my foot, just attack that right there. Use that same defense, right? Now from there, you want to be able to do off balance here. So the simple leg kick, you see inside leg kick. A lot of times they go inside leg kick, yeah, it hurts a little bit, but it's not going to finish the fight. Outside will finish the fight, inside no. But what I want to do is go lower. So instead of attacking the inside of the quad, I'm going to go underneath the knee. So he's got to set all that weight on the lead, so I'm just taking a simple kick, get him off balance. It doesn't necessarily going to fall every time. When it comes to set up a knee. Again, one, you have the knee, right? Elbow. You can also go outside, right? So again, if I'm looking off balance, outside here, and then follow up. One, inside, or outside. Okay? Go outside, basically like I'm loading up for soccer kick. You take that out from underneath them, and then you have the kick to the back. Again, one, back. So you wouldn't be able to do this with any of those punches. So we practice like a 1, 2, 3, right, left, right, any combination. You have inside or you have outside. Again, just using that as a cover. Now from the follow-up, you have the knee. I have elbow here. You have outside here. Follow up the knee. Here. And you have high, right? So it's easy. It's easy to set up your techniques from there.
How does that shield work? It's a right lead.
The right lead?
You just switch sides?
Same thing. You go on right lead. I don't change it up for like if you southpaw. I might move away from the right, but this hand is going to be more here because I'm looking for that. The right hook's going to come, so I'm going to use this cover here, right? And when the straight left comes, this elbow's here, right? If you ever punch the elbow, you know where the gloves are.
Yeah.
Just stop doing that. So cover is here. So when he throws that straight left, here, uppercut. Same thing, you drop the elbow. So it's either or. I don't switch it up for anyone. Just use the same cover, and then from there I use all my technique. Right from that. So from there we're gonna go again. I want to stick with the same thing, working the off balancing. But now from a clinch. Okay, a lot of times you see everybody knows Muay Thai clinch as this, right? So both hands over the neck. A lot of times you won't see that. If it's two good fighters, you'll never see them here. You never see anybody like full clinch if they're good. So only if like somebody's really hurt. If they're done and they're off, then you see the guy finish them full clinch. But a lot of times, so you'll never see two good fighters get to that point because right away, if we end up in that range, I'm looking to tie up the hands. I'm more worried about the hands because in that range, now you're going to get elbowed. If I'm here, he can still elbow me. So I'm trying to tie up the hands, he's trying to tie up my hands. And at the same time, working in the knees, working on the off balance. Okay, so if I'm here,
Special.
so I want to go tie up the hands, square my hips up to him. From here, I have the knees. You have the elbows, right? Right from here, working inside. So I'm going this hand in. You can do this with the gloves too. I'm looking to grab the tricep. This hand can go to the back of the head. Transition to the other side. So the whole time I'm looking to tie up his hand, occupy his hand so I know that he's not hitting me. So from here, I have the knees. And he's doing the same thing. He's looking to tie up my... So, you know, with that being said, nobody's going to get to that position. If we're good enough, we'll jockey for position, but nobody's going to get there. So from here, once we get comfortable working this, I'll start my off balancing here. So from there, real easy. What I like to do is I say pull his head, put it in my pocket. So if I'm here, I step. There's my trip here. So I want to force him to step this way. I know if I pull his head, he's going to step this way. From here, kick it out from underneath him. Now, intentionally is to kick when you practice this step, just lock it up. But again, from here, I have his head, pull it into my pocket. This hand is just going to throw over the top. So you're just going to take like a sharp right turn, step, and kick that out. Now, not a lot of times the guy you're fighting is not going to fall every time, but if I get him off balance, then you just set up a good knee. So up here, do the same thing, other side. And I always go to the outside leg. Because if you make a mistake, go to the inside leg, but all his weight is on this back leg. So he'll stay up. You can follow up from there. But what I want to do is step, again, occupy this arm, step, and then kick that out. So you have position. Again, you're just looking at where he steps. You force him to step exactly where you want him to. See? Wherever he steps, you're just going to kick it out. So there's a simple leg kick, just placed properly. You know, then from there, you have stepping through. So even from here, my knee, step, same position, pull his head into the pocket. Same thing on the side. And again, doesn't matter if he's left lead, right lead. He's throwing the punches. Bottom, cover up. You have to throw. Here. So again, this is quick off balancing. You have a guy who's stepping forward, step off to the side. See, it's simple footwork. Right, you guys were working on that before. Turn to throw, it's the same. He's coming at me. You have here, step, rotate, and you have that kick. Step, here, right? Turn it over, turn it over. So really basic. Here. You follow up. 4. Come in. Like this. You can use knee to the inside. Up here. Knee to the inside of the thigh. Same thing. Pull the head into the hip. And then follow up. Here. Step. Pardon me. Be careful with that one because it's easy to hit the groin. Again, punching. Come in. So yeah, we do this a lot, like working on off balancing. Do this a lot. Like every time I fight, I work on it. Make it easy for myself, you know, don't take too much punishment and make your opponent worry about throwing certain things at you. Is that one more? 1 minute? Oh, okay. Good, because I start getting tired, I can't speak right. Yeah, I know, everybody's hungry. But again, I just wanted to share just a little bit, you know, about what we do. Primarily, it's more just proper footwork. Again, we do a lot of basics. We don't do too much, you know, fancy stuff. And, you know, I tell my guys all the time, they like to practice all the fancy techniques, but don't use it in the fight unless you know you won the fight. You have the guy hurt, you know. If you watch any of my fights, see, I'll do the tricks, but only if I know I got the guy, he's done, you know. But everything is basics, footwork, proper body mechanics. That way you can pull these things off. You know, it's all just forcing body manipulation and proper techniques. But again, that's basically it. You know, Kanam Tom Muay Thai. But I've been doing it for like 15 years along with FCS Kali. So, and again, now I'm out here in LA. So right now doing private lessons. Eventually start teaching classes. So if you want to learn more, just hit me up. All right. Thank you.